Starbucks is looking beyond the traditional coffee experiences. Fast forward to our current place in the market, Starbucks wants to ensure they are offering new ways of approaching our specialty drinks and consumer experiences. Starbucks welcomes patrons to one of our many storefronts located in a city, college, downtown area in your city. Starbucks has well-educated baristas here to cater to your every caffeinated desire. Our locations are designed to be a place of comfort, welcoming each patron in with ready hands waiting to fill your empty coffee mugs and stomachs. Starbucks is known for their variety of custom-made drinks, handcrafted by your favorite barista. Whether it's an iced coffee, one of our new nitro blends, a house brew, macchiato, or latte, Starbucks is well prepared to give the consumer the attention to detail in every drink and comfortable atmosphere to explore a new menu item with a broader consumer appeal. The baristas are here to ensure your every coffee experience is like no other. Connecting with each coffee or tea-loving patron, customer service with a smile, while providing a place to come sit, relax, converse, and have a meeting or study. While the goal is to provide you with innovative specialty drinks with a flair for modern taste buds, and not forgetting some of our classical favorites, the Starbucks brand wants to remind each patron that they aim to provide a space that exemplifies that premium ideas brew in the comfort of Starbucks. Welcome to our marketing pitch for Starbucks. As your marketing providers, we want to give you some analysis on your current market situation. The Starbucks brand must stay innovative in an ever-changing, technologically driven environment, all while maintaining the core values of providing customers with a coffee culture and a place to enjoy their favorite brew while perfecting their own ideas, and giving consumers a place where innovative ideas are always brewing. Starbucks has not ignored the technological shift with the industry nor the demand of specialty drinks such as cold brews and other products such as the blonde roast, which offers a sweeter taste, which is my personal favorite because a secret birdie barista told me it was stronger than the traditional espresso shot. They have made great strides to include technology in their marketing and brand culture with the successful app and interactive communication strategies via their social media sites. Starbucks has battled with their blueprint to grow and become a household name worldwide without taking the focus away from patrons. Based on our market research, observations of the trends, and Starbucks Corporation, their strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats have been assessed. Brand loyalty and convenience of store locations is the biggest strength for Starbucks. As of late, unfortunately, they've had PR crisis and has been an area of crisis management for them surrounding racial biasness experienced by some consumers. Their refocus to connect with consumers in the comfort and welcoming atmosphere first, along with the quality onboard training, has mitigated some of those concerns. Long lines was another issue observed in the field from researchers. Reinforcing orders via the mobile app will ease the anxiety of long lines for consumers. Starbucks has a great opportunity to enhance consumer experiences and expand the market reach with innovative specialty drinks and direct connections with consumers. The idea is to give consumers the best environment to brew their premium ideas in the comfort of Starbucks cafes. The largest threat to Starbucks are, of course, the competitors, Dunkin' Donuts and McCafe via domestically. Taking advantage of those strengths and loyalties and overcoming the weaknesses of long lines and PR issues, this marketing campaign gives Starbucks the opportunity to connect more with consumers and a place to focus on them and their growth, which has been a part of the company's objectives as of late. And we are here to catapult those objectives into realities with providing consumers with their premium place of comfort to brew their premium ideas. Now we'll bring it to Yvonne to talk about the competitors.
Thanks, Raynell. With a robust spread of storefronts scattered across the United States, Starbucks has made it so that their brand is constantly visible and accessible by the American public. However, two other highly recognizable brands, McDonald's and Dunkin', have also placed focus on their coffee drinks in recent years, putting Starbucks in the position of having to fight to maintain their market share. With its recent company name and logo change, Dunkin' is aiming towards a more personable first-name relationship with their customers. This company is still in the process of a brand refresh. Dunkin' typically obtains most of their business during the morning time. Like Starbucks, Dunkin' wants to become more of an afternoon destination. Still in progress, and to keep up with competition, Dunkin's CMO, Tony Wiseman, revealed ideas for potential business opportunities, like face recognition on the iPhone X to see whether someone looks tired and suggest a coffee delivery, and are in the works of integration with Microsoft Outlook that could suggest ordering food and coffee when someone schedules a meeting. Next, we have McCafe. McCafe prides themselves on a global mission to be their customers' favorite place to eat and drink, as seen by their mission statement placed on the screen above. With a recent revamping of their logo with a more minimalist design, McCafe is paving a way to compete with coffee chains like Starbucks. In contrast to other chains, McCafe presents a more humble image meant to appeal to consumers seeking affordability and convenience. As an entity of the McDonald's chain, McCafe's brand image is globally recognizable. Recently, McCafe has improved and upgraded their coffee beans with more sustainable resources. McDonald's introduction of all-day breakfast also helps contribute to McCafe sales. McDonald's also employs promotions and discounts via technology coupon booklets. A daily happy hour on all McCafe items are available from 2 to 4 p.m. Their tagline, "The simpler, the better," is also depicted throughout their traditional and non-traditional marketing efforts. Although revenue may indicate that McCafe and Dunkin' are top competitors, when analyzed, these rival companies may also have concerning limitations. McDonald's is a quick-service restaurant that sells coffee, and Dunkin' is primarily identified as a donut shop that also sells coffee. Thus, Starbucks is not competing with either company from a brand perspective. In terms of brand mission and image, Starbucks' prime competitors may include Coffee Bean and other local coffee shops with specialized scopes centered on coffee line products. Next, I will hand it off to Mish, who will discuss research methods.
To gain better insight on customer behaviors and preferences, extensive research was conducted at various times in store locations. These store locations consisted of, but were not limited to, standalone stores, drive-thrus, and kiosks within a building. Furthermore, the research process was conducted at Starbucks' competitors, Dunkin' and McDonald's McCafe as well. This would ensure that the information gathered was as extensive and detailed as possible. The first step in the research process was an observation period of 30 minutes where the researcher would observe the preferences and behaviors of the customers in different store locations. Different variables were recorded, such as the customer's order and whether or not it was customized, their age, gender, and the duration of their stay. The purpose of this portion of the research was to better understand what customers' routine was without their knowledge, since that may compromise the study. The second step of the research process was to conduct qualitative interviews at each store location. The questions asked helped gather more detailed information on why the customer chose that particular location and other factors such as their order. The interviews also clarified why each customer chose a specific brand and location. Because interviews were conducted at different times throughout the day, the results varied by location and brand. Store locations that were conveniently located were the most popular answer among customers. Taste and price came in at a close second, making Starbucks the most popular choice of the three brands. The last part of the research process was measuring customer sentiment over the past 12 months across multiple online platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, YouTube, and Twitter. Different variables were measured, such as brand loyalty, brand experience, and price. The researcher was able to determine whether or not the customer sentiment was negative, neutral, or positive based on the online comments and keywords. The general consensus across all platforms was that customers were very loyal to the Starbucks brand because of its taste, price, and seasonal drinks. Great customer service ranked very high for customers who were pleased with its quality. In addition to those factors, many customers liked to lounge when available due to the atmosphere. Many customers chose Starbucks competitors primarily for the convenient location for quick service on their way to work. After completing these three steps for research, accurate results were defined and recorded for Starbucks and its competitors. Now Bree will discuss Starbucks' current promotional strategies.
So far, Starbucks has used both traditional and digital marketing tactics to drive awareness and sales. In 2018, ad spend totaled $260 million, a $22 million increase from 2017. Messaging focuses not only on product offerings, but creating connections with consumers with themes such as social good and spending time with friends. In terms of digital tactics, the brand's mobile efforts are a real driving force for sales and loyalty. In 2018, this app had the highest volume of consumers who made at least one mobile payment. That's more than Apple Pay and Google Pay. Other online tactics the brand uses includes banner ads, brand partnerships, and YouTube marketing. Their traditional advertising follows the same general messaging themes, creating touching television spots that include storylines such as military families, meeting up with friends, and the barista promise to make drinks perfect. Billboards and print advertisements are also used. In high periods of competitive messaging, Starbucks sometimes subliminally references the lower quality of other brands. As you can see here, the brand's overall messaging is consistent across media and execution. They are adaptable and innovative, especially in terms of staying ahead of technology and flowing seamlessly into consumers' daily routines. Currently, the primary target audience are middle to high income consumers who have an urban mindset and are always on the go. This group is educated and conscious in terms of both health and social good. Now we'll explain where Starbucks can hone in on a high potential audience segment of students and professionals. So I'll pass it off to Raynell to talk about our upcoming plans for future Starbucks marketing initiatives.
Starbucks has been known to be a third home for consumers. We want to offer a concept that will foster and expand that idea. Imagine this marketing proposition. Premium ideas brew in the comfort of Starbucks. How will we convey this message, you ask the consumers? We want to introduce to you the Starbucks Hub. We have two options for your new segment of targeted consumers, the students and professionals. We have a conference room for high-end working class consumers and a state-of-the-art Starbucks study hall for students. Have you ever been bored in your same office rooms day after day and in need of some variety in your surroundings? Sometimes being in the same creative space can block those creative juices. Getting out of the office and experiencing a new energy and environment can be a great way to motivate your team members and foster an environment to brew those premium ideas in comfortable spaces instead of those sometimes stuffy office rooms. This space is outfitted for all your professional needs, and consumers are able to hold meetings, video conference presentations, as well as access to printers for a small fee, as well as fax machines. The rooms have two 60-inch plasma TVs that has HDMI hookup, Apple TV, and the latest video conferencing applications. As for students, how many times have you wanted to get away from campus and find a quiet, fresh environment to study? Starbucks offers that space just for you. A place where you can comfortably study and get away from the ambience. The study space was designed to resemble your living rooms, not a study hall. Hence, we have an area that is comfortable seatings and a variety of options. Sofas, individual cushion chairs, and plugs for USB ports for each seating area. We also have group seating for study sessions with accessibility to plugs and USB ports. There are also televisions that are available for video conferencing and light music. Consumers may wonder, how much is this going to cost? The conference space is available for booking depending on the time range and when you would like to book, ranging from free to requiring catering packages for the professionals with the baristas assigned to their room. The study spaces are completely free for students. Well, because let's face it, there's no way we'll be able to charge students to study. Someone say you can't even pay students to study. We believe that students will naturally purchase beverages and snacks available in the cafe, and there's also office supplies and access to printers and fax machines for a small fee for their convenience. All of these amenities are redeemable via bonus points on our Starbucks app. And now we'll pass it to Amanda, who will talk about the experiential marketing plans for the Hub.
Thanks, Raynell. So these spaces will also be home to the Starbucks Hub Speaker Series. Available for the public to attend, this series will invite local gurus to share their expertise with interested Starbucks consumers. Anyone from entrepreneurs, artists, financial advisors, and more can host educational seminars and presentations, and attendees can learn and network with other like-minded peers, all under a Starbucks roof. To capture the attention of students and professionals, as well as introduce them to Starbucks Hub, we'll deploy an integrated marketing campaign centered around a consistent message: premium ideas brew in the comfort of Starbucks. This tagline can appear alone or accompany a strong, short headline depending on the use case, but will always appear for consistency. A style guide will be created, setting the brand standards that this campaign will follow. The aesthetic should be bold yet professional, appealing to the hardworking audience whose attention we're striving to grab. The first component of this campaign is updating the website both for brand consistency and to integrate Starbucks Hub functionality for reservations. In addition, the Starbucks app will also be updated with new branding and Starbucks Hub reservation abilities. Both will offer the ability to search for hub locations and reserve blocks of time on a first come, first served basis. We'll rely heavily on social media, specifically Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and create a content calendar of consistent posts using the hashtag Starbucks Hub. These posts will convey the idea of people working in hub locations and use strong, bold copy to capture viewers' attention mid-scroll. These posts should also include video content with similar themes and messaging. Across all platforms and posts, the call to action will direct users to reserve the hub through the app or website. These tactics will also be used on Instagram and Facebook stories and on the Facebook cover image. We'll also utilize micro-influencer partnerships in the markets that the Starbucks hubs are launching. We'll have them create content to generate buzz and interest and invite them to use the Starbucks hub prior to opening, just to tease and ultimately reveal the new concept store. Following launch, we'll have them continue to periodically drip Starbucks hub content throughout a few months post-launch. Rounding out our digital strategy will be the use of banner ads across placements already in use by Starbucks. Utilizing both static images and animated GIFs, these banner ads will reflect the same copy and branding as other placements. This additional touch point will be another way for viewers to be encouraged to reserve the hub online or through the app. We'll also be taking advantage of some traditional marketing methods to promote the Starbucks hub. Included will be TV and radio spots highlighting the comforting feeling of a Starbucks melded with the capabilities of the hub. The narrative will revolve around the idea of Starbucks caring about their consumer success and will always end with the tagline, "Premium ideas brew in the comfort of Starbucks." These spots will run both on broadcast and digital channels, such as Hulu, YouTube, Pandora, Spotify, and through podcast partnerships. And now I'll pass it to Bree to show an example of one of our TV spots.
Thanks, Amanda. This can ideally be used for both digital and television efforts. It would start by touching on the negative experiences of students and professionals, so being bored or frustrated at the workplace or at school. This then transitions into shots of baristas welcoming these people in, and then shows the new stores and their updated interior designs. Next, we'll fade into the hub and emphasize the comfort and accessibility of the space. This is where we'll introduce the messaging of ideas brewing in Starbucks. For the last few scenes, we'll reinforce the food and beverage options and the ability to use or buy office supplies. And lastly, we'll inform the audience on how the app ties into the hub experience, and end it with reinforcing our core message, which is the idea that brewing premium ideas starts at Starbucks.
Lastly, we'll employ some guerrilla marketing tactics by using brand ambassadors on college campuses. These ambassadors will canvass their campuses with information and randomly hand out gift cards for use at hub locations. In addition, there will be a reward system set up specifically for students. Those who receive maybe an A grade on a course at the end of the semester can show their grades at Starbucks locations for a free drink. And now I'll pass it to Yvonne to discuss our media and promotion strategy.
Thanks, Amanda. So on the screen, you will see our media and promotional budget that is planned from January 2020 through December 2020. In order to determine Starbucks' budget, the last 5 years of Starbucks advertising spend and media mix was assessed. This budget includes digital, television, audio, podcasts, print, outdoor, and non-traditional advertising efforts from college ambassadors, micro-influencers, and event sponsorships.
To measure campaign success, we'll monitor the traffic and revenue stream in hub locations compared to other cafes. Once we have a baseline set of metrics after a full year, we can compare how the hub locations are performing over time. Additionally, more consumer research should happen quarterly to gauge customers' opinions towards hub locations and Starbucks as a whole. We'll also track insights on all social and digital channels, plus keep tabs on web metrics for the Starbucks homepage. Since these platforms are already heavily in use, we can immediately compare the performance of hub content to existing content. Specifically, we'll use the following KPIs to measure success: reservations made via app, reservations made via web, number of followers on social media channels, engagement on social posts, impressions on banner ads, site visits from banner ads, and bounce rates from the website. To wrap it up, we strongly believe that the Starbucks Hub and the campaign behind it will generate success for the Starbucks brand. Students and professionals will shift their view of Starbucks from a noisy coffee house to a true home away from home. Starbucks will be their partner in success, encouraging them to produce their best work possible. Ultimately, winning back these customers from local coffee shops will increase visitor numbers and, in turn, the revenue stream from purchases at Starbucks Hub locations. Perhaps most importantly, we'll solidify brand loyalty with this demographic, becoming the true third place for students and professionals. At the end of the day, we're certain that our campaign will cause the public to view Starbucks as a place where success happens. Premium ideas brew in the comfort of Starbucks.